Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome to Tour de France 2023. This is a game that is developed by Cyanide Studios and published by Nacon. Thank you for the key to them, and we're going to get in and play this one quite quickly. There's a number of game modes that this game has, from individual races to challenges of the moment, which is a new mode this year, and that is related to real life races. And you have some sort of challenge to fit in with that. There's a downhill mode, but the two primary game modes are Pro Team, which is a little bit behind the face cam there, but also Pro Leader. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Pro Cycling Manager, it is the same team for the most part that works on both games. There's at least a lot of overlap in the teams, and then a few individuals that work on each of the games separately. Pro Leader is similar to the Pro Cyclist mode in PCM, and for this game, it's about rider control. And to get that first person perspective, where the other one is more about team management, this one is more about individual. Therefore, I'm going to do a Let's Play on the Pro Leader mode, where we are trying to develop an individual rider to become a winner in the peloton. Unlike PCM, where I'm a seasoned veteran, I don't have a lot of experience here in the Tour de France game, but I have a little bit of experience with it, and it translates pretty well from PCM over to TDF. So we're going to be playing on the second hardest difficulty level, which is definitely not the recommended one, but I think I can handle just fine, and that is Champion. I am including falls with injuries and withdrawals possible, meaning the frequency of falls, what type of falls they are, what can happen as a result of those. We also have preparations, so race day conditions will be a factor. Race incidents are normalized, so they are going to be at normal quantity. All riders can be affected, and in the same way that I can, the falls with withdrawals, as well as illnesses will have a normal effect or average occurrence. Initial budgets are tight. Level of teammates is the mid tier. So you have a lowest one where you don't have quality teammates, you have mid-level teammates available to you, or you have teammates that can win. So we're going to put that down the middle, and we are not going to go in the young riders mode, which puts under 25s only in the field when you start the game, which would be an interesting thing to try at some point. In this mode, you create your own team. We are Gamers Academy, based in the USA. My pro cyclist, of course, Decathlon Gamer, based in the USA, will start at age 18, roughly my height at 170 centimeters. I'm rather short. And he will be of a mountain classification specialization. My overall rating at the start of the game will be a 63.8, which actually really isn't that bad. It's not good, but there's certainly worse out there. Our early objectives, and this is how you progress. They want us to attack and break away at the front of the race for 10 kilometers. That's one objective. Accumulate 25 kilometers in a solo breakaway, so alone. Lead at the top of a category 3 or 4 climb, and finish a flat stage. 4 first objectives that will start to see our attributes increase in time. Now, because of our low level on what we have for the calendar, we actually only have 3 races unlocked for our first season, so it's going to go by pretty quick. Most of these races are based on real life races or a combination of a couple races. Some are the actual races, the actual stages that you would see in real life, like Paris-Roubaix. 3 days in Provence is the first race. There's a wide array of category 4 climbs, short little hills, a couple sprint points on what is a flat stage, and we're not capable of sprinting, so we're going to try to get into the break for today and achieve some of those early objectives. Hausler being the one behind me, my 5 teammates for this are all much stronger than I am. I'm a good 10 points below the rest of them, so It is going to be challenging, but we do have a race day condition bonus for this event. We're going to be +2. It's going to make us a little bit stronger.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the start of the first race in the cycling season. Mapped out around Nîmes and without any notable slopes, this first stage of the 3 days of Provence should end in a mass sprint.
All right, and we are off and racing. We need to get in the break right away and possibly solo. So we're going to take off here right from the beginning. And wow, the getting's good. And get off the front, and we've already started to open the gap. So I'm going to settle down a little bit, not push quite as hard, but certainly make an effort to get ahead. And actually, we're already just 5K away from the first sprint point in this, or the first KOM point. So this could be a good opportunity for us to open things up. So we're 39 seconds ahead, solo right now, 3.6K to go. I'm going to continue pushing on and hopefully get over that KOM and get that Cat 4, which is going to complete one of our objectives. Brayet is coming towards me. He is 33 seconds behind. Peloton is a minute behind. I'm now 2K away from that KOM.
You're 2 kilometers from the top.
The riders will soon be at the foot of the first short climb that counts towards the best climber classification.
I want to stay ahead of Brayet for now to claim that 1K to go. And then we'll maybe ease off and let him join me. Final K, that's it. It's just a little hill. He's coming though, 18 seconds behind, and I do not have any red bar to push, so hopefully he does not come at me. We're fine. There you go, +1 point. One objective complete. Use this little downhill section to get some rest. Ooh. And we'll follow Brayet for now. And with the two of us, 2.5 minutes ahead, that's going to be a group break for now.
He doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents.
Go ahead and get back to racing, following Brayet. 3K from the top. We'd like to see that jersey. It's a good way to pick up early points.
We now close the history book. Cycling can now return to the fore with the approach of the first difficulty of the day, the Côte de Castillon de Gard, classified as 4th category.
Okay, 1.6. There's the 1K banner, and you can see the hill really doesn't even pick up until the last about 600 meters, and then it's not steep. For a second I thought he was going to go through. Okay, upping the effort. Come on. Oh. I didn't sustain it. I didn't sustain it long enough, and he's got it.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
And then I didn't even regain contact here. A little recovery, and there we go. Back to follow. We've got another one coming up here, and actually a bit of climbing to do on the way. Right now we're level at 1. I'm not going to score a lot of points on this. It's going to be tough to beat as we don't have any sprint or acceleration, so completing objectives here early is going to be important for the longevity of what we're trying to do. But we're getting some recovery, plenty of time till that next climb. 4:20 ahead of the peloton for now. Let Brayet do the work for now, and as we get up towards the top we will push and try to overtake him. Right now it's just 2% for a gradient. It's not steep. Now 3%. It is starting to get a little bit steeper as we go inside 1 kilometer. Alright. Come around this bend. Come around this bend. Stay in the slipstream. Stay in the slipstream. Wow. Yeah, see how he out-sprinted us? Ooh. I nearly got that bike throw in there. So trailing by 1 now. We almost came back and got that one. That bike throw was super close, but he was first across the line. We head to our 4th point now, trailing, so that KOM not looking good for the time
Another
being.
classified climb is in sight for the head of the race.
3K to go.
There will be 1 point to be gleaned for the first
2K to go.
over the top.
And we'll sit on. Him going first made that a lot harder, but the slipstream certainly helped. So we will try to use the slipstream again here. 1K to go.
He launched the mountain sprint. You'll have to up the pace.
Wanted to be on the left, not on the right, but we're going to go early this time. Oh yeah, we can go max effort here. We can go max effort here. Almost, almost, almost. There we go. We got that one.
That's good.
Ooh, actually, we're good 18 seconds ahead. He did not like that one.
Maximum of 20 points for the
2
first across the line.
K to go until we get to the sprint point now. 1K out. I'm going to go early. I'm going to go early. We've got a big turn coming up here. We're okay coming through it. Another big turn here. Oh, wow, he is so much faster than me, but he tried to go up the inside when I had the apex, and it got him squeezed out. We end up getting the points. Lucky, though, because he was clearly faster. Clearly faster than I was. We're coming right up on our next one, so we need to use our gels. We're going to get our gels recovered here shortly anyway. This is one thing that PCM doesn't do that I absolutely love about Tour de France, and that is... can you swap, please? There we go. I absolutely love that the gels are active, used up, not immediately, but over time. There we go, red bar's done. We're going to replenish these at the feed zone, which is similar to something that happens in real life, or how it happens in real life. I mean, you do have a proper feed zone, and you can get other things at various times, but some of it's limited. 2K to go to the top here. There is a group of 11 that have gone clear, but they're only 100 meters clear, just about 15 seconds ahead. That was the sprint. So that was the sprinters competing for the sprint point. We're now 1.4K from the top here. It's going to get a lot steeper this time. Is there a chance? I've recovered. He may or may not have recovered.
He launched the mountain sprint.
All right, we're into the steeper section. 800 meters. I don't think you can push quite as hard, quite as long, but we can't wait. We're going to have to go soon. 600 meters. Here we go. He is interested this time. He is with me. He is coming. I get the head start. Is it enough? He's faster. I'm going max speed. I've got nothing left. Yeah, even with bike thrower. Out of 6 competitive zones, we've won 3 of them. 1 because we were the only one there. A second because we went early and he didn't want to chase that early, and so he conserved his power. And there you go. There's our second objective complete. Here is that proper feed zone where we're going to get those gels taken care of here shortly, but only 1 have we beat him head to head, and that was a little bit of luck. That was the sprint. And of course, he tried to go up the inside when the space to the inside just wasn't there. I was using the apex, I was racing, I was clearly ahead, and he tried to squeeze up the inside wheel. He needed to go around the outside, and he would have had me. If I would have given him space, he would have had me. No foul on that one. There was plenty of road. I was holding my line. He just tried to squeeze in. So, 2 riders, by the way, have gone clear, and the sprinters that went ahead still have a 1-minute advantage. And we've got another sprint point coming up here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and prepare for that one. We have 3:45. For now, we'll follow. He's trying to leave me behind.
Be careful not to do too much in order to save some strength for the finish.
Well, and now we're just 4K from the sprint point, so this is going to get ugly, stay ugly, I think. He's trying to attack when he can't. But he's burned up his red bar. He can't attack right now. So this is going to make it easy to take the intermediate sprint, as we are following and expending less energy than he is. After we get through the intermediate sprint, we'll see if I've made the settings proper to start contributing, because we haven't. We only contribute just before a climb and whatnot. He is setting up right now. I think actually if I attacked early, this would be an easier opportunity to get ahead, because he's going to get a little bit of recovery here. Alright, here we go. Going for the sprint. I can see I'm max speed here. Max speed. Even with a little bit of a draft, I'm nowhere near this guy. Will he fade at the end? He does fade, but not enough. So we split. We split the intermediate sprints. Okay. Now, I have it set to... Now, with 53 kilometers left, we have a near 6-minute advantage. At that rate, we still have a chance, actually, at this. They might have given us too much of a lead. Now, there's 2 riders in between, just 3 minutes back. They're going to be harder to hold off. But I've definitely done some work now, up to 43%. So as we keep things sped up for a little bit, we've got 2 more KOMs. I'm 1 point behind. I'd have to win both to be ahead in that department. But we still have a 2-minute advantage. Those 2 riders have been caught. They're not ahead, but that gap is coming down pretty quick at 1:40 with 32 kilometers. So it's not looking too likely. 5K to go, but with this KOM, we might open that gap up a little bit again. And we can push on pretty hard from there to just try to stay with it. And go on. Inside 3K. 2K.
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
Alright. We're just going to go max normal speed without the attack. Help keep the peloton at bay a little bit longer, minute 12. And set ourselves up for the final kilometer, which is now happening. We're in the steepest section right now. Follow Bryant for a second. He sat up a little bit. Now he's attacking. He's just he's so much punchier than we are. Yeah. He will have the jersey today, but we still have hopes at 1:12. Gap of 1:18. 24K, so we've brought that down by, what, 8K without losing any distance, just riding that little bit harder. But here's the thing that we need to do is we're going to need to get through our gel here. We're going to have to set a tempo we can go here soon. The blue bar is nearly gone.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
I just blew up. It just blew up. I wasn't looking. 1K to go to the top. There's the field. There's the field. Okay. Well, hopes and dreams of a win in the first race. Kind of always knew that wasn't going to happen. I couldn't even beat one guy head to head. Pace wasn't as high as I thought it would be for them, but it was certainly higher than the pace that I could manage, which was a neutral pace. But I'm not the only one dropped. Pascaline. Toynes takes the win ahead of Ackerman and Thiessen. Yeah. Okay, I caught Pascaline. I got nothing left in the tank though. Stage 2, cloudy day, punchy stage. We, of course, want to get in the breakaway. This first race of ours is all about being in the breakaway, winning the combativity award, getting intermediate sprint points, getting KOM points when and where possible. Today, it's mostly about the 2 sprints and that 1 KOM point. We're not going to be around for the final climb. For now, still trying to find our way through the field. There we go. And we have Garcia already off the front. Judging Garcia already off the front, so we'll just ride with him. Vanderhorn as well joining us. It's like Bono. 3 guys that are going to be much stronger, but we'll get some intermediate sprint points. And we're not that far off down the standings, as there's 2 intermediate sprints and 1 finish line sprint. They're worth less, but when you add them together, it's a decent haul of points. We're just a few seconds ahead of the peloton right now. I'm going to try again. We're speeding things up there. And yeah, we got left behind. Now 20 seconds ahead of the peloton. And catching those front guys. And there they go again. Not sure why they want to drop me. They want 3 members in the group, not 4, possibly. So we get sucked back into the peloton and immediately have a half a dozen riders attack. I'm going to need to recover. I've recovered. And we've got, let's see, we got a while before the intermediate sprint, but I've recovered since getting back into the group. So we've got another chance to attack. Kwiatkowski is the latest to attack. And here goes more guys. Yeah, this is rough. Peloton not interested in letting us go. If I push on at least to the intermediate sprint point, I can pick up some points there and then recover the field. Chance that 5 of these guys are going to get brought back before we get up there, or can be overtaken on the way towards that sprint point. And they sit up. Now's the time to go. It's like they're happy with 3 riders off the front. They're not happy with 4 or more. And they both go on the attack. Are they trying to attack me? Are they trying to keep away from the peloton? Not sure which, but here comes the intermediate sprint. Inside 3K. I didn't see the banner, but no red bar recovery, so I'm probably going to be 4th. Probably going to be 4th going through, but that's okay. It's worth points. And we're more than half a minute ahead of the peloton now, so they're not going to catch us. Taco Vanderhorn alone up there. And inside the final K. That's all I had for the sprint.
The gap is decreasing.
We are on the inside here. We've got a chance. Bike throw. Did I get 3rd? I got 3rd. We beat Garcia. Nice. We beat Garcia on that. So pick up 15 points. 800 meters. I assume somebody's going to be attacking. I don't necessarily want to attack, but if they're not going to challenge, I'll take it. Yeah, they're going. That's expected. We're just following. Just don't want to get dropped. I'm not beating Kwiatkowski. I'm not beating Vanderhorn. I'm not beating Garcia. Not one of them. All 3 of them are 15 points, 10 points better than I am. So just staying put, being patient, staying alive in the group is important. And then we have another sprint coming up. That one we'll want to go for even if we're 4th across the line. But last time we were 3rd. And without the energy. Peloton's only a minute 15 behind, but the intermediate sprint is what I care about.
The winner will pocket
Inside 5K.
points in the green jersey.
4K. Just inside 1 kilometer ahead of the peloton. As they're going to come back at us here fairly soon. We have no hopes of the stage, but I'm not worried about that. In fact, I could probably go back to the peloton.
You're approaching the intermediate.
The peloton is
1.5.
1 minute away.
Now's our time. 900 meters. If I'm going to have a chance in the sprint, we had to go first. We had to jump first, and we had to go flat out. 300 meters. First. I went first. It worked.
On to the top of the rankings for the green jersey.
And we've moved to the top of the rankings for the green jersey for now. Right up to speed for a second. And then I've got to back off just a little bit to try to conserve and restore energy, but I am going backwards, unfortunately. I need to try to follow it, try to recover. Now following Ulysses. And we're almost to the base of the final climb. Energy is starting to drain. Energy in the field is ramping up. This is mostly guys trying to get towards the front to contest the stage. I do want to move up a little bit. That improved our position in the field without a lot of energy being used, but I will have to climb my tempo, which is not going to be the field's tempo. I don't have enough left in the tank. We're definitely going to get dropped. It's just how well can we manage. Oh gosh, no, no, no. I hate that you're turning on the control and it's got you set to 0. Why? Why? You lose a ton of momentum.
It's a bunched peloton that begins the climb to Senanc Abbey.
6K to go, by the way.
Or will some strong man be able
And
to
you can
thwart
see the climb
peloton?
beginning here shortly.
We'll have the answer in a few minutes.
It looks like we're going to be going out the back right away.
Just 5 more kilometers. We are heading for a grouped finish.
I follow Wellsford here. We'll be following somebody on the left-hand side of the road. Speed up a little bit and get on these guys' wheel. There's a definite group to follow. I'm just not properly in it. Sagan is the guy that I'm going to sit on the wheel of for now. And on auto, we still bonk out before the finish line. I lose 5 minutes on the stage. We're well out of contention for the overall. No worries about any of that. Lutsenko winning the stage. But in the KOM, yeah, no points. There was only the one along the way. But in the points classification, oh, that was for the stage, though. That was the specific stage, not the overall. So in the general classification, Lutsenko leads from Toynes and then Kelderman and Guerrero. He also has a KOM lead with 5 points, now moving ahead of Brayet. But in the points classification, having been in 2 breakaways, I do have the lead ahead of Toynes by 5 points. So I am going to be wearing the green jersey in the final stage of this race, which is fantastic. I think it's a mountain stage, which means it's a really good opportunity to get in the breakaway and claim that jersey. Also in the combativity classification, meaning the most kilometers spent off the front of the peloton, we lead in that one ahead of Brayet. He could very much still take it from us. Vanderhorn is 120k behind us, depending on the length of the final stage. Our team has yet to score any points. It's the first race of the season, but points have been available through those first 2 stages. We look unlikely to score any points, with the exception of actually being myself, and that is if we keep that green jersey, it's going to be worth 10 points. If we take the combativity award, that's also going to be 10 points. So it's an important day to get in the break. We're going to be skipping ahead on this stage to the intermediate sprints themselves and then towards the finish line. So all I really need to do here is manage to actually get in the break. And so far, so good with that one. We've already got at least a dozen riders off the front, and I'm going to start to back off here. So 12 at the front, 2 more off the front, 35 seconds to the peloton. We've got to keep an eye out to make sure that they're not chasing. First climb of the day, and we're going to have to use up our entire gel already because the pace being set by this group. There's too many guys that are after the King of the Mountains that can climb. Bryet is here. He's the one who currently is borrowing that jersey from Lutsenko, who's the overall race leader. But our 13 riders are a minute and a half ahead of the peloton. That's it. That's all we've managed to do, which means they're chasing pretty hard too. It's going to be hard, both groups really, to progress. But we have 2K to go to the top of the climb. Unfortunately, as we approach the first intermediate sprint, the peloton caught us. We only had a 1-minute advantage, and we had a large group, and they were not a fan of the group that we had. And we're only 4K away from the intermediate sprint point, which of course the sprinters are going to absolutely crush me at. So I have got to try to get away, which I've managed to get 30 seconds with just 3K to go. So we are giving it our all here. And 29 seconds ahead of the group, just over 1K to go. So we could use our red bar so we have something to sprint with. 22 seconds to go with the peloton. But is that enough to keep the peloton at bay? Because here they come. Here they come. Bike throw. Oh, it's too late. No! I got points, right? I got some points, I think. I got 6 points. I got 6 points. Boy, that breakaway was tough to be in. It didn't stay away. Then we create another breakaway that we didn't have enough left. We pushed hard to try to get ahead, and somebody wants that green jersey off my shoulders, and they're very capable of it. Those 6 points only, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Having blown up 4 times now, it's hopeless. We spent all of our effort trying to get in the break, only to being incapable. This is actually going to be really costly in terms of time. We've got to hope that we finish in an adequate time that, doesn't see us miss the time cut. We're already 10.5 minutes back. We've still got 55K to go here on the stage itself. I'm the last place rider in the entire field. I left the 2 behind momentarily, and now we leave 1 of them behind. Champs-Elysées has won the stage ahead of Lutsenko, and then Kelderman and Poles. You would think that if they were on the same time anyway, Lutsenko will hang on for the overall race win. My teammate Nealons took 12th. I am 33 minutes down. We've left another rider behind. Final 2K. And we catch a big group. I'm a rider with low recovery, low attributes in general that spent 3 days riding in the breakaway. It was hard, and that 3rd day in particular was really hard, especially the large group on the first climb, pushing hard, and then getting caught by the peloton only to try to go, hey, I've got an intermediate sprint point coming up. The only way I'm keeping this jersey is if I attack. Using up everything I had, and then soon thereafter getting dropped by the peloton. I got some points, but then there's another intermediate sprint to come, and I'm pretty sure that it wasn't enough. We will have lost the jersey. At least we got to wear it for a day. KOM, Champs-Elysées took 10 points. Lutsenko took 8, so I think he'll have the KOM jersey. In terms of points classification today, yeah, I was well down the order. Thiessen, 24. Kwiatkowski got 23. He was up there on points because he spent a time in the break before. Cockard, 25. We were 5th in the team classification. That's impressive. Today, I only got 35k off the front. However, I was only 40k down on Velens, and that's going to be enough for that KOM jersey, as I had a 100k advantage in that. But general classification, Champs-Elysées wins the overall, 19 seconds ahead of Lutsenko. They were not together anywhere near at the finish line. Kelderman, minute 19. Poles, minute 38. Nealons ended up finishing 12th overall, 3 minutes down. Very spread field at the end of that stage. I finished at 46 minutes behind in the overall, 146th. KOM, I only got those 2 points. Lutsenko did win it overall. Points classification, oh, are you kidding me? Same points. Toynes and I each on 78 points. He finished ahead or won a stage. I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but he took the jersey by tiebreak. That's sad. That's disappointing. If we would have been able to hang on for even just one more point on that intermediate sprint, we would have had the jersey. And I did comfortably win the combativity classification, so we got 10 points as a team for that. Nealons also picked up 4 points for his position in the overall as a team. As a team, that puts us 11th in the team rankings. Not bad. Not bad. And I'm 15th in the individual rankings, and that's fantastic. Good start to the season. Definite good start to the season, and we should have some objectives completed. In fact, not just those initial ones, but a whole lot of other ones. We are at 11% of the overall objectives that we need to complete in time, and that's going to bring us up quite a bit. We're going from a 63 to a 65 after just one race. Stamina resistance in particular going up a lot. Acceleration going up a lot. Recovery going up to a C. That's a great first race, even though we were quite bad and pitiful, but being in the break did a whole lot for us. That is going to do it for this first episode. If you haven't taken a chance to, please drop below, click that like button, leave a comment regarding the algorithm. It really does help out with a small channel like this one and a lesser known title like Tour de France 23. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.